Love might be blind, but I'm not. Let's get into these unfiltered opinions about the first 6 episodes of Love is Blind, Ohio. First of all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I know that these next few episodes are going to piss me the fuck off, but these first 6 episodes were actually very good. They were very good. It's like Love is Blind knew he was pissed off from them, pissed off with them from last season. So they say, you know what? Let's not be with no bullshit, okay? Let's come to them correctly, and that's what they did. They came to us correctly. If I'm being honest, I'm at the end. I'm gonna tell you which couples I was rocking with at the end of, or how I felt about the couples at the end of episode 5 versus episode 6, because it did change a little bit. But for the most part, I felt like all the pod jokes was fine. Like, they went well. Like, I didn't really have no, like, big issues with nobody for real. But again, I'm gonna go through my opinions, and they're gonna be all over the place. But just, if you watch the first 6 episodes, then you're gonna be able to piece everything together. Okay, first things first. Emma and Mike with these children, right? And it's so funny that Emma and Mike just, like, they ended up together, because the first thing I wrote, literally number 1, it says Emma plus Mike, children. I said, do not try to convince somebody to have no kids. If it's not an emphatic yes, it's a no for me, to be honest. Like, I just don't think that, okay, if you're trying to convince your person to, like, move to your city, right? Like, some of them live in Cleveland, some live in Columbus, which I didn't realize wasn't right next to each other. But let's say one person live in Columbus, one person live in Cleveland. You're trying to convince the person to move. I feel like that's something you could convince somebody to do, and it's not going to be, like, bad that you convince them to move. Trying to convince somebody to have a child that doesn't want to have a child, or trying to convince somebody to be a father when they never want to be a father, to me, I'm just not doing. Like, off rip, I'm going to ask you, do you want to have kids? Yes or no? And if your answer is no, then what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? We're not doing this. Now, if your answer is no, not right now, but I still want to in the future, okay, that's cool. But if you're not saying yes, or I want to have kids, but maybe in, like, the next 2 years, 1.5, 2 years, then what are we doing? Because Mike, you sitting there trying to convince this girl to have a kid. I'm telling you now, it's not gonna work. Because she don't want kids. Like, she just don't want to come out and say, I don't want children because I don't want my child to potentially get something from my unknown birth family. And that's okay. But, like, you as a man, you trying to convince her to have kids, like, no, like, you should never do that. Especially because the woman is the one that got to carry the baby. No. Next. Steven is gay. And I know he was the one that has SA allegations. So I'm very happy that we ain't see much of him. But as soon as he started talking, as soon as he started abusing, I said, oh, you're in the closet. You're in the closet. You're very much not, you're part of the community. You might even be bi. But that man, it was giving gay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you do you. But I said, this man is looking for a lavender relationship. Like, the way this man was trying to talk about, so tell me about how you lost your virginity. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't, personally speaking, that's not a conversation that I want to have in the first few days of me talking to somebody. Tell me how you lost your, that's crazy work. Because, like, what if someone said, oh, it was non-consensual? Now you just open up a whole can of worms. I ain't like that. So I'm happy his ass is gone. Now, again, I know what happens at the end, but I'm just going to read all of my notes as I was watching, okay? I wrote Tyler and Kevin, chef's kiss. Mwah. They was just giving me what I needed until Tyler started doing too much, which I'm going to get to later. Then I wrote the doctor, the infectious disease doctor, and the software sales boy, chef's kiss. I said, everyone looks good. I'm talking about, for the most part, between the men and the women, everybody look good. Like, I would say, like, 97% of the cast that we saw look good. And that's new for Love is Blind, because most times it be fine women and, like, maybe 2 to 3 cute boys. Nah, everybody pretty much look good, from the black men, the white men, the black women, the white women. Everybody look good. I like that. Ohio, y'all, okay, Love is Blind, you get back on my good side. I wrote, I like Vic, star. I like him. I don't know, something about him. He got that quiet confidence. That's what I like. That's the type of man I like. I like him. And his voice, woo, take me through there. Emma is not healed from a lot. She needs to be on Love as a Therapist, not Love is Blind. Emma, she seemed like she's still not healed from this adoption thing. And that ties into the childhood, the not having children thing too. But I feel like Emma just keeps seeking validation, I don't know, bro. Like, it's like she just wants to feel like she being chose for once because her parents left her. But at the same time, my whole thing is, and I can't really invalidate what she's feeling because I've never been adopted. But Miss Mama's like, okay, you was adopted at 2. I understand you grew up with a white family. I understand so that you don't know. I understand the trauma that you probably had to endure because of the fact that your birth family passed on all of this stuff to you, that now you had to get grafts, skin graft, all this graft, leg graft, all the grafts. But Miss Mamas, you need to be on Love as a Therapist if you still haven't healed from that. And that's another reason why I'm really happy that Love is Blind. And maybe this is why I like this season more than the other seasons. Because Love is Blind got all the 30-year-olds. Emma is 27. She act 27. She do. She act 27. She act like her frontal lobe just developed. That being said, this 30 crew, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Love is Blind. Okay, let's keep going. Vic and Christine, I like this. God values career. Yes, sir. I like them. I don't know. I like them. I like them. It's giving, she's like a kindergarten teacher. She's a speech pathologist, but she giving kindergarten teacher, he giving professor. I like this. I like them together. I really do. It's cute. A cute little interracial. It's cute. I like that. Number 9, they need to ban people from talking about physical features, hair color, race, all that. I've been saying this. Y'all be pissing me off when y'all be trying to get somebody to hint at what they look like. You signed up for a show called Love is Blind, meaning that you was finna be in that bitch blindly. Now, granted, do I believe Love is Blind? No, and I'm gonna get to that later. But you signed up for Love is Blind. Why is you asking the person, oh, so are you a brunette or are you a blonde? The only way that you should be able to know what I look like is because of my name. And if I was to go on a show like Love is Blind, I would go by my middle name because it sound white. Well, actually, I could go by whatever name. I sound like I'm black, so that would really be hard, actually. But still, like, that's the only way you should know is if you could pick up on my accent, the way I talk, or my name. I shouldn't have to sit and describe to you what hair color I got, what eye color I got. I'm skinny, I'm fat, I'm thick, because you want Love is Blind. Love supposed to be blind, so let it be blind. And it's the same in reverse. Like, why is y'all asking people what's your usual type? Obviously, their usual type hasn't worked. That's why they're here. So why does it matter? Because when somebody say, oh, what's your usual type? And if I respond tall, dark, and handsome, and the person across from me is skinny, short, and white, now you're going to feel some type of way. Now you're going to be questioning everything. You're going to question the connection that we made instead of just letting the shit fall where it fall. Next. When the girl with the daughter says she don't want no fat, nasty man, I fell out. I fell out because her man kind of thick. That was hilarious. And then when he pulled out the CPAP, I almost fell out. I said, on the other hand, though, I love seeing that he made cookies for everybody. I love men who are kind to everyone, not just women that they like. And men that can cook, chef's kiss. I love that. I love the fact that he made cookies for everybody. That made me so happy because I'm like, yes. Yes. Yes, that's the type of man I like. I like that. So I really like that. And a man that could cook? Yeah, come over here. I said, but he lives in a double wide trailer. Yikes. I'm not living in no double wide trailer. Now that I'm not bringing my child in no double wide trailer. Anyway. All right, back to Tyler and Kevin. I said Tyler is/was a lot. She is a lot. She is a lot. That whole triangle just it threw me off a little bit, a lot. I said Tyler is/was a lot. Kia was giving grown woman. Okay? Tyler's a lot. Like, Tyler, you trying to force this man to choose you. And it really broke my heart. And I think I wrote that somewhere. It broke my heart when Tyler said, I'm tired of being told I'm good or something. I'll get to that part. Whoo! I almost cried because bitch say. I feel like she kept trying to force Kevin, whatever his name is, or how it's pronounced, to pick her. And it's like, girl, we in a process. You don't never want that man to feel like you forced him to pick you. You don't want that, girl, because then you're going to be questioning every time, was it really me, or what, did you just pick me because I forced you to? So that was throwing me. And like Kevin, like he just seems so sweet. Like he just seemed like he didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, which I understand. But yeah, Tyler was doing a lot. And then I wrote, oh, okay, so I said this a little bit in the last video, but I had wrote, when Tyler said, I'm tired of hearing how great I am, I almost cried. Because, girl, that is the story of a black woman. It's always, oh my God, you're so great. You're so amazing. You're so fantastic. You make a great mom. You make a great wife. But that butt be breaking my heart. I've heard butt so much that I'm tired too, girl. Tired. So I felt that. I said, "Pooh, baby, I felt that." And I'm so happy she didn't talk bad about Kaya. I'm so happy she didn't talk bad about her when she stormed off. Because in previous seasons, we've always seen when the girls find out they're in a love triangle, they try to put sow some seeds of discord, some lies, you know what I'm saying, into the ear of the man that they trying to get to pick them. But I'm so happy that Tyler didn't do that. Like, she had her little crash out moment with Kevin. Then she had her crash out moment in the girls' pod, but she never down talked Kaya, which I love. Kia. I think her name Kia. Yeah, so it might be about that. I wrote, I would have been in moo-moos all day if I was on this show, because why are you getting dressed up and can't nobody see you but the girls? Baby, you would have caught me in a moo-moo every day. What you wearing today? A moo-moo? What you wearing today? A moo-moo? Another moo-moo? I wear different ones, but baby, I'm wearing a moo-moo. I'm not finna wear my good clothes. No, I'm gonna wear my moo-moo, and then I'm gonna pack my outfit for if I get engaged and if we go to, the resort, the honeymoon. But I'm finna be in moo-moos all day. Yeah. Then I wrote, it's something off about this soccer coach man. I don't know what it is. It's something off about him. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something about that man. I don't know. He seemed a little too, it's something off about him. I said, Kevin's gentleness gives me little glimpses of Cam and Marshall. If y'all remember Cam is a fan favorite from season 1. Marshall, I forgot what season he was on, but Kevin gives me Marshall and Cam. That's the type of personality and energy, which I love. I love Marshall. I love Cam. So, yeah, he reminded me of that. I said, that being said, if a man says, I don't think I'm deserving of your love, it gives me pause. Because he said that to somebody. I forgot if it was Kia or Tyler. He said, I feel like I'm not deserving of being loved by two of y'all. And I'll be like, if you tell me that, baby, maybe you not. Maybe it's something that you ain't telling me. All right, I wrote, Tyler leaving Kevin pissed me off. It made me feel the same way I did when Katisha told Demola that she was going to pick him and then turned around and picked that other boy. Oh, that pissed me off so bad. Because you could just tell how sad Kevin was. Like, dang, bro. Like, you really just left? Like, dang, bro. That really broke my heart. Like, you couldn't even give him the decency, like, to tell him, like, yeah, I'm just not doing this. You just leave him and don't say nothing. You just leave. Don't say nothing. Don't even go. I hate that. I really do. And I think that was very, very nasty work. Nasty work. Devontae being white, comical. Devontae being white, comical. Comical. Because it's just like, why you white and your name Devontae? Like, hey, are you fully white? Or do you got a black daddy? Or like a mixed daddy? Because why your name Devontae? Like, that's so interesting. Then I said, what was this interaction between Kaya and Kevin? Oh, okay. So when Kevin was about to tell Kia that he was going to go with her because Tyler left, whatever, this girl going to talk about something, you're not ready for marriage, okay? And I'm choosing myself. And, I'm not going to pick you because you're not ready for marriage. I was like, girl, who you feeling like? Who are you feeling like? Because who are you to tell this man he not ready for marriage? Now, granted, he may not be, but the way she was talking to him, it was like she was sunning him like he was her little brother or some shit. I don't know. That shit was weird because, baby, you're not finna talk to me like that. Girl, like, just say that you don't think I'm your husband. You talking about something. Yeah, you have a lot of growing up to do. That, like, she was really sunning this man. Like, damn. Okay. When, this is back to Devontae. When Devontae said that, what's that girl name that his girlfriend or his wife, fiance, whatever, Brittany, his first Latina woman, right? And also, this just touches on other seasons, but other people in this specific season, because one person will be like, oh, I don't usually go for this type, or I've never dated this type of person, da da da. When it comes to race, I will not even cannot, I will not be the first black woman that you date. It's not possible. Whether you're a black man who exclusively dates non-black women, I'm not finna be the first black woman that you date. If you are a Asian man, a white man, a Latinx man, a whatever type of man, I will not be the first black woman that you ever dated. That's insane. Because what you mean? Like, what you mean you never dated a black woman? Now you think that, like, you trying to come over here. Like, nah. The same way that people always say, like, don't be a man's first baby. I feel like I can't be a man's first black woman. Like, that's just not, Because in my head, I'm just like, are you fetishizing me? Like, what are you doing over here? Like, why are you really over here? Like, are you trying to prove a point? Are you trying to win a bet? Like, I'm going to be asking you too many questions. So when Devontae said that Brittany was his first Latinx woman, I said, girl, run for the hills. You need to run. Because, that means he going to be looking at something else. No, thank you. Number 19, I said, why? Why is it that the one couple with the black person got sent somewhere else? That's suspicious. Why the couple with the one black person got sent to Malibu and everybody else went to Cabo? That's suspicious. That being said, that couple does seem like the most viable to stay and stand the course. They seem the most chill out of everybody. Like, they seem like, they give me Cam and Lauren. Like, they just, the only thing that they're going to have to figure out is if they're okay with being somebody from the other race and the other person having their child be mixed race. That's the only thing. That was literally the only hurdle that Lauren had to get over was, damn, I didn't envision myself with a white man. Like, how is this going to work? Other than that, they ain't got no problem. So I guess that's why they sent him there. But that I saw that, I said, that's suspicious. Let's continue. Bree, ... Why do you need to talk to Chris? For why? Like, why you need 6 parts with this is too much. Why you need 6 parts with this man? Why Bree kept saying, I need a part 2, I need a part 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. You are a fiance. Yes, it's okay to, acknowledge that your other strong connection is also here. But the way she was making it seem like she was talking like as if she want to have a deep conversation. Like she want to rehash what they talked about in the pods. Because she talked about some deep stuff with the other boy. I forgot who, Chris. And so she want to talk some more deep. Girl, you got a whole fiance to talk deep with. Why is you trying to have multiple parts with another man who also has another fiance? Like, this not gonna work. And then the last thing before I tell y'all who I think is gonna last, stop going on this show if y'all care about physical a lot. That's what I wrote. Yeah. That's what I wrote. All right, couples. So after episode 5, these are the couples this is how I felt about the couples. Vic and Christine, check. Emma and Mike, absolutely not. Alex and Ashley, question mark. Jessica and Chris, check. Brittany and Devontae, question mark. Amber and Jordan, question mark. Britt and Connor, check. After episode 6, Vic and Christina, check. Emma and Mike, question mark. Because I kind of like them. They starting to grow on me a little bit. Jessica and Chris, check. Brittany and Devontae, X. It's not going to work. Amber and Jordan, still a question mark. Because that Mamacita, the fact that he said he ain't want to deal with no woman with kids when he first started here, that gives me a little bit of pause. And Britt and Connor, X. It's not going to work. But those are my thoughts. Let's see what happens these next episodes.